No, this is not okay. It's time to stop. It's time to stop. I'm sorry, Mom.
Now, before I'm going to talk about his vehicle right over here, let's talk about IS-3A. Honestly, guys, when does it stop? When do we have enough of Tier 8 Soviet premium heavy tanks? This is actually getting quite ridiculous over here already, or it has already been quite ridiculous, because IS-3A Pregnant, today's offer right over here, or what was it called? The Peregrine, yes, Peregrine, however you have to say this, Pregnant. Well, it should resemble a fast one, something fast, if I'm not mistaken, the bird, you know, the Falcon over here, but, you know, this IS-3A, as we all know, is not the fastest tank in the game. But the point what I'm trying to make is, we didn't even know about this tank is coming into the game, and we do know that there is K2 coming into the game, there is Dezrng coming into the game, Object 259A is coming into the game. All those tanks, which I just mentioned, guys, are Tier 8 Soviet premium heavy tanks, which are not even in the game yet. Those are in the game files, all the tanks I just named, but not in the game yet, you know, not released. But this one out of nowhere, you know, let's add another one to the top of this. So, like, I absolutely do not get why they had to pick this nation, this vehicle for this special style. But, you know, this is today's offer for free experience. You know, there are definitely some good deals for this vehicle, like if you're able to pick it up for 150,000 free experience out of 20,000 items on the EU server. Definitely, you know, good deal. You would have to pay like 6,000 gold for that, but absolutely no guarantees if you are going to get it. And definitely, guys, keep this in mind. If you are going for this vehicle and you are actually going to spend real money to buy gold to get IS-3A, this tank right over here, to convert free experience, right? Because you have to think about that. If you invest the money to buy gold to convert free experience, right now it is the worst time to do that, because you have the lowest exchange rate, the lowest conversion rate, and if you do not get this vehicle even after that, well, then you are left with all the free experience you did beat on this vehicle with the lowest possible, you know, ratio over here. So what is going to be the lowest speed? I definitely do not take that responsibility even guessing, because I have no freaking idea how crazy people want it, how crazy people are going for it. Sometimes they surprise going absolutely crazy, but, you know, yesterday's offer actually didn't even sell out completely. I think the lowest speed was the lowest, or the lowest beat which won was the lowest possible beat, so 20 million. I guess it didn't sell out, so, you know, kind of a smart move by that, or a smart move by the players on that vehicle, but I have absolutely no clue what is going to happen with this vehicle. If you already have IS-3A, well, there is no reason for you to beat on this vehicle, because this style doesn't make you better player, it doesn't make you bounce more, it doesn't make you penetrate more and make you more credits. It is identical vehicle, so keep that in mind. And how much you are going to spend on this, it is up to you as well. Basically, my tip for you is beat whatever you think this tank is worth at max, and if you get it, hooray. If you do not get it, well, you tried, you know, you tried your best. Basically, you gave it your best offer. If it is not enough, well, nothing to do, right? Now, before I'm going to talk about another vehicle what was added together with the micropatch, which introduced this IS-3A Pregnant as well, you know, the VZ Gothic Warrior, what you saw on the thumbnail as well. Quickly, a couple words about this vehicle. So this gun can, you know, it can make you rage sometimes. Honestly, it can make you rage, because sometimes this gun is just up, down, left, right, anywhere but center. Honestly, anywhere but center. But close range, it is quite a beast, you know, because this is the auto reloading tank. This is actually the reverse auto reloading tank, where the empty magazine loads the fastest. You know, on every single other auto reloader in this game, the more shells you have, the faster your reload is, but over here it is the vice versa. So to get the best DPM, first empty your clip, boom, and then start cycling the final shell, and you get the best DPM out of this vehicle. But If I would compare the auto-reloading premium heavy tanks in the game IS-3A to the Bisonte, for example, I like this tank so much more. Like, it is so much more comfortable to play, like it has minus 10 degrees of gun depression instead of minus 5 degrees of gun depression, and the gun with those equipment units at least is not that terpy. Mobility, you know, mech armor, it is IS-3's armor, you know, in some matchmakings it is actually working very nicely, but on others, you know, in higher tier matchmakings it is not working that well, but you know, it is quite nicely armored, but the gun only effective, very effective in close range. In snipings you can have some lucky shots, but you know, do not count on your accuracy that much. Another amazing thing though about this firepower is actually shell velocity on the standard APC, around 1400 meters per second shell velocity. This is very, very juicy. 270 premium penetration with heat as well, and 61 with high explosive, which is, you know, not the lowest penetration. So all in all, if you have IS-3A, definitely I would not recommend you getting it. If you get the IS-3, the skinned version with the good deal, well, hooray, you actually did get the good deal, and a tank which can make you some credits, but overall, once again, up to you, depends on your wallet. Not like if you're going to miss out this offer, you are not going to miss out the craziest, the most meta tank in World of Tanks. You know, there are so many other premium tanks up for grabs, definitely, which are better than IS-3A. But now, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the next topic after this little, I don't know, it wasn't even a rant, but honestly, like, what the hell is going on in World of Tanks with the Soviet premium heavy tanks? It's just getting out of hands. Next up, I want to switch the topic because I want to talk about this vehicle right over here. Because this tank was also spotted together with the IS-3A coming to the server, to the main server in the same micropatch, and this is what the What Express, this leak site, also talks about. Because it is added in the micropatch, there is a big chance that it will be in the auction, in this auction. And the same text was said about the IS-3A, which is in the auction today. So is this tank going to be in the auction? But not guaranteed, definitely not guaranteed. But honestly, WTF's VZ-55 Gothic Warrior with the special style. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Tech 3 VZ-55, which is, you know, one of the best tier 10 heavy tanks right now in the game, but it is kind of a special vehicle. Why? What is special about that? Well, it makes you more experience and crew experience in the battle. You can transfer your crew members into this vehicle without any penalty, and it has the ability to earn bonds. So basically, this is like any other tier 10 reward vehicle, such as, you know, they changed the FE215B, the FOSH155, or the Clan Wars reward vehicles. It has exactly the same benefits, or ranked battles reward vehicles, right? Or the Object 780, which was just released via the Assembly Shop event. Or maybe this tank ends up in the Assembly Shop event after this, you know. I don't know. Anyway, seems like it is coming into the game, and you know, it is quite alarming because many of the players, like quite big part of the player base, was expecting some upcoming nerfs towards VZ-55, and them making basically a copy-based version of this tank with, by the way, with the double shot gun, with the auto-reloading gun, not the single shot. The special tank is also the double shot gun. We're expecting nerfs to this vehicle, but now they are making, or at least thinking about releasing, identical tank to the Tech 3 version of this, which can mean that, you know, are there any nerfs coming? Because we honestly do know that Wargaming really does not like to nerf any premium tanks or any special reward vehicles. Now, is this counted as a premium tank? Honestly, in their minds, I absolutely have no idea. But it is a reward vehicle. They have buffed some reward vehicles before, but have they nerfed some reward vehicles like Clan Wars reward tanks? I guess they have. So I don't know if this classifies as premium tank, what people, you know, use real money and you know, WG doesn't want to get into trouble with that, with all the refunds, because, you know, back in the days they did that, and a huge wave of refunds were happening, and basically they do not want to go through that again. But, you know, basically this is what players are worried about, that this tank seals the deal for VZ-55, so this tank maybe is not going to see any nerfs whatsoever. But looking at the statistics, once again, this is absolutely 100% identical tank to the Tech 3 version. Everything is exactly the same, with the double barrel, not the double barrel, sorry, the double shell auto loading magazine, right? I thought, should I play with IS-3A or should I play with this tank? Well, I thought, you know, for the end of the video, let's play a battle in the VZ-55 as well, and, you know, let's try to demonstrate why this tank is so powerful, because just the damage output, 2 times 490 alpha damage in like 2 seconds basically is absolutely nuts, right? Reload speed as well, you know, you have just such a crazy burst potential in this vehicle. So as you saw, I'm rocking with turbo, stabilizer and ventilation, if I'm not mistaken, on this vehicle. I really do like it, you know, this tank is quite pleasant to play because it has the mobility, it has the gun handling, it has the damage, it has the burst, it has basically everything you want from a heavy tank, and it has, you know, auto-reloading gun with quite a faster reload speed. So you just take your 2 shots, you take a chill pill for a second, like 19 point, what was the reload time, 19 point something seconds, like let's say 20-second chill pill, and you are already back in action to dish out another 4000 damage. This tank is quite nuts actually that way, so if this tank ends up being in the auction with this special skin, once again, we have no confirmation about that, but it is going to be an event. Okay, I missed my first shot. That was, you know, quite badly aimed as well. I should have aimed it better. I should have aimed it a bit better, but maybe before they are able to get away, I'm able to put 1 shot into this guy. 519, you see this, you know, alpha damage is quite crazy. I took my final shot, and already in 10 seconds I'm ready to go back into the action. Here we have Cobra over here. Cobra as well. TVP is coming. TVP is coming. TVP didn't penetrate me. It has some survivability. It has some armoring. Ooh, this should be double tracking, ladies and gentlemen. How good is your repair throw? Well, not good enough, because you, my friend, are destroyed. Alright, so I emptied my clip, but they have Cobra over here. Cobra is out of action for another, let's say, maybe like 20 seconds, because Cobra's reload time is quite long. And Cobra should not be able to penetrate us that easily. There is Gorilla 15. Is Gorilla 15 in the view range? Nope. Actually, he's not. But guys, I want to maybe do something sneaky over here. There is Leopard. Leopard PTA. Like this peak up over there, I was trying to test out what they have in the distance. And seemed like they had Leopard PTA sniping. Okay, good trade. 0 damage taken and 1 shot into this DNH. Cobra, 500. Nice, let's pull back. Cobra into the side. That Cobra was hiding quite nicely. When I first went, you know, up here, trying to spot that Cobra out, I didn't actually see it even. But where is that Cobra going now? Well, Foishby got completely destroyed. Now we know that they have at least 1 tank destroyer sniping from the distance as well. Okay. This guy is kind of baiting. Gorilla 15. I didn't give them the best angle, you know. My lower plate was hidden, only the side turret. They had to hit the side turret. Maybe a bit too aggressive, big, but well, what can you do? Cobra has been taken out. We have 1900 damage done. And if we simply get rid of those guys over here, or this guy over here, this entire flank is open for us. Do I have enough gun depression? No, this guy actually needs to drive up a bit more. STB does get enough gun depression. K91. And let's put those 2 shots into K91. 522 and boom. So, you know, this was a low roll, but this was a killing shot as well. So basically we can say 1000 damage done from a clip. And before we arrive over there, we are already done reloading as well. Just look at this reload time, right? Just look at this bloody reload time. Here is Foch. Foch. Nice. And boom. Okay, 2 out of 2. We take that. I played a bit greedy up over there, losing some of my hit points. Foch B most likely was reloading. And seems like we're going to win this battle. So, you know, if the VZ-55 Gothic Warrior ends up in the game... Wait. Is E3 also AFK? What the heck is happening in this game? Not also AFK, but is that guy AFK? Yeah, seems to be. That guy seems to be AFK, so that's the easiest 1k damage, right? That is the easiest 1k damage incoming. You know, usually. 983, we can easily roll that up to 1k. And yeah, we're done. 4,800 damage. This type of damage in this vehicle is quite normal, unless, you know, your team or the enemy team ties simply too fast and you do not have too much damage on your flank, but usually dealing a couple clips of damage is nothing special for this tank. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, VZ-55 Gothic Warrior in the game files as well. And boom. Just like that, some dragging, some assistance, couple kills, 5,391 damage with absolutely no effort, right? Absolutely no effort. So 5.3, or we can round it up to 5.4, top damage, 2 kills, you know, decent. Decent battle with VZ-55. So, do you want to see this tank in the game, ladies and gentlemen, in the auction? Do you want to see this special skinned version? Like in the game, the skins doesn't show up, the skins do not show up, but over here in the icon I can see that, you know, it is the special vehicle, we can see it is the special tag, but I'm able to provide you some screenshots how the skin looks like. It seems to have the 3D style or the 3D elements on the vehicle, not like crazy 3D style, but you know, some elements like we used to have before. Now, my predictions in the first video before the auction so far have been absolutely wrong, because I didn't know which approach they are going to take. You know, I was guessing, or the community together with me was guessing, that Dezrng is going to be over there. I think there's a chance we're going to get the new Italian premium tank destroyer, the SMV CC-64 by Pera. Then the Gonzalo is still up for grab, because Gonzalo seems to be quite a special tank. Gonzalo is also in the game files, by the way. Over here, then the Chieftain prototype, DS-54, the American double barrel. By the way, where is the Gonzalo? Yeah, this one over here. Like the identical look-wise to the Caliban, but with a single shotgun. Different gun, basically gun handling, and not the auto-reloading gun. But, you know, looks exactly like the Caliban. But the Gonzalo, you know, this tank is still up for grabs. This tank is still in the list. But at first, I thought they're going to add something new, like one new tank. We knew that there are going to be old recycled tanks as well, but IS-3A with the new skin, kind of a new tank maybe in tier eyes. I don't know. From here on, I honestly do not know where they're going. Gonzalo, the Dezrng, being over here, the Vipera being in the auction as a new tank. You know, this is still an option. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in. Let me know what you think about this VZ-55 Gothic Warrior, if it ends up in the game. Like, I basically played with this Gothic Warrior right now. This was the battle with Gothic Warrior, a version of the VZ-55, which simply didn't have that skin. You know, gameplay, everything, the tank is identical, just with the skin. And are you going for IS-3A? How much are you going to beat? Definitely, as I said before, there are some good deals if you're going to get it for that deal, but, you know, definitely think 10 times before you are actually going to buy gold to convert free experience, and then if you do not get it, you simply are left with the free experience you converted for the worst or with the worst possible conversion ratio. Anyway, guys, I'm done. Thanks so much for tuning in. See you next time. Bye bye. Have a good one.